G'day everyone, I'm the Red Scar, this is Red Scar Gaming. Today is game 3 of my Golgari Graveyard drafting deck, you know what I mean, with the Outlanders of Thunder Junction. Sorry, I usually word that differently, don't I? But anyway, it's doing alright, I suppose, so far out of 2 games. It's certainly doing better than my last deck that didn't win a single game, so yeah, it's so far so good, I suppose is the way to phrase that. It's doing all right as far as reliability. I'm not quite sure what to really think of it yet, but I mean, I'm only 2 games in, so I'm sure you can forgive me for not knowing every little detail just yet. But hey, I probably don't know every little detail even after game 20, but anyway, let's see how we go. Finally, I found a match here. My opponent is ready. Good thing I wasn't holding my breath when I said that. Loki. I'm assuming that's the reference to the Norse god there, or maybe the Marvel character. That's alright. That could be interesting. If I get another land, I can go Dance of the Tumbleweeds and or Sterling Hounds, depending on what I need at the time. Though I do have to be a bit careful. If I don't get that third land, then I'm up a certain creek without a certain paddle. Look, let's risk it. And yeah, at least then you can point and laugh at me when I lose this game. And I'll try and make some funny jokes at least beforehand. Ankle Biter again. Seems to be a fairly popular card. Okay, I'm glad I got that swamp there. In fact, particularly a swamp is good, because I can go Forsaken Miner. I know he's not exactly my win con, but he's certainly not a useless card. And probably in this particular situation, actually, before my opponent plays a 3-3, he's good. So let's go Forest, and I'll play Dance of the Tumbleweeds, grab a swamp, I suppose is the way to go, so I can play Consuming Ashes. Though Festering Gulch is also probably even a better idea. And yeah, the Miner can't attack though, so I suppose so far in hindsight, Forsaken Miner isn't doing as well as I'd hoped. But look, that might just be bad luck, or it might just be, it's a terrible card, why'd you pick it sort of thing, but let's see what happens. Bridal Bighorn seems to see a bit of play too. Though once again, he's not exactly awesome. Do I want to go Consuming Ashes, take out the Bighorn? I think I might. I won't get the Surveil 2, but that's alright. And the Miner will get an attack in, which at least means that he wasn't completely useless. I suppose, yeah, at least at this stage, the next card I want to take out would be Townsfolk, but I think Beaver is the one I'm going to take out instead. In a similar fashion to how I did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could go, it's 6 to go Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Though do want to get rid of Giant Beaver while I can. I think I might do I get to call kicking? Dance of the Tumbleweeds. Basically just for big creature, but yeah, look, I get some cards out of it. I've already got my source of white, so I don't really need that. I suppose a swamp. I'm a little bit more on the black side in general in this deck, so yeah, swamp's probably the way to go. And 7/7's a big creature regardless of what game you're playing, so he's at least potentially useful. And next turn, I can go Sterling Hound and Consuming Ashes. I could go Lively Dirge to its biggest effect, but I don't really, at least, need to. Yeah, okay, so why is he attacking with the beaver? Okay, I'm going to assume he's got some sort of combat trick here, but it might be a fair trade. Yeah, and it might not be too, but look, I've got a... Yeah, okay, it's a trade. I'm more or less happy with that. Yeah, it could have ended better, but I mean, I think I'll accept that one. Especially seeing as I know what I've got, what I can do next turn. So Sterling Hound, Surveilling 2, keeping in mind that I can play Lively Dirge pretty damn well, actually. Do I want to hang on to Fake Your Own Death? Probably not. Sorry, I probably do. Let's get rid of Kvek, because I can get him back basically whenever I need him. Consuming Ashes, I'll get rid of the Townsfolk, not because he's a particular threat, just because I'll press my advantage and Surveil 2. Sterling Hound, I think, can go first before Fake Your Own Death, and may as well attack with the Miner. If he attacks with Ankle Biter, I think I'll block with the Hound. I know it's not exactly a fair trade, but it's not the dumbest way to go, probably. And if he has some sort of combat trick, look, he was gonna use it anyway. Steer clear, okay. Yeah, no, that's I'm still pretty happy with that. Lively Dirge. How much will I get out of that? Whoops. Lively Dirge, I could go grab Sterling Hound and... Oh, with total mana value 4 or less. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, I can go either Sterling Hound or Kvek, however you pronounce that. I think what I probably should do, go Sterling Hound. I can drop the Swamp. And I'll play Bristly Bill. May as well attack with the Miner. I'm not going to be at all surprised if he doesn't block there. Yeah, and I don't think I mind trading Biter for Hound if that happens, but yeah, it doesn't look like it will. Okay, I suppose my next move is just attack with Miner and Hound. See what my opponent wants to trade with. I don't mind if he takes out the Hound. Yeah, like that. But it's going to be particularly useful. I go Fake Your Own Death, use the Miner to take out the Sentry, get the Miner back, which... yeah, basically makes it a fair trade then, however you want to phrase that. But yeah, treasure token's good. Remind me if I do that, both of those, that's 5 mana, so I can do that as well. I may as well get... Look, I think Sterling Hound, I know it's not the best circumstance, but... actually, I don't really need to search my library for something, do I? So yeah, just the... grab something, and yeah, I'll go Sterling Hound. I know there's probably someone saying no, you got to take Kvek or Karvek or however you pronounce that. And I'll actually keep the Swamp on top because I'd like his landfall to trigger at least once. Because yeah, you have the mana for him, you can activate his ability pretty dang often, so I think I might. Yeah, I'll attach it to Bristly Bill. May as well make him a bit bigger while I'm going. And look, I'll attack with everything, though yeah, I won't be too surprised if yeah, my opponent has some sort of combat trick there, which... yeah, I suppose, especially with the power of hindsight, Bristly Bill does well there. Prairie Dog's going to be pretty useful for him, isn't it? Though, Rooftop Assassin's going to take out the Griffin, so I don't have to worry too much. about what happens next. Because I'm threatening lethal here, he may very well chump block Prairie Dog there. Yeah, that's understandable. It takes 2, nothing he can do about it, but he gets it back anyway. Though, because he thinks that he's going to attack with the Griffin here, and swing for lethal, then I can block with the Assassin. And, yeah, not exactly win the game right now, but depending on what's in my opponent's hand, which I won't be at all surprised if it's not much, actually. Oh, Snakeskin Veil, okay, that's a good card to have, but he still has to have something to block. Or gain at least 3 life as it stands, though I'm going to be able to make Bristly Bill pretty big, though, so... Yeah, game's not over, but it's pretty close. Yeah, he's thinking about it though, so he might have something in hand. Yeah, so Bristly Bill, I haven't had probably as much success with as I was hoping with, but I've also been drawing him a little bit on the late side. So I'm not disappointed with him at all. I just haven't quite got as much use out of him. Has my opponent just gone AFK? Might be the case. I hope it's not my internet fell out, but anyway. Yeah, now as I was saying before, Forsaken Miner hasn't done as well as I'd hoped, but yeah, look, it's not really a game winner anyway. So, and I think I said when I drafted it, I'm not actually terribly huge on the crimes, so I won't get much chance to get him back anyway. But yeah, ultimately, I suppose I'm happy with how this has gone. Yeah, and I use that removal. Yeah, like removal using Consuming Ashes, I think pretty effectively, at least in this case. And yeah, excuse me if I'm just rattling on a bit, but yeah, I sort of got time to kill apparently. My opponent may have gone AFK. Yeah, I hate when this happens too, but anyway, yeah, if the watching of this video just suddenly stops, then that's alright, I understand. But yeah, I don't know, should I think of a really good joke? How about Australian history? No, that's not a bad joke. That's a very good joke. Yeah, okay, I don't know. You've caught me a bit flat-footed here. I need to think of a joke that's at least more or less G-rated, because as you've noticed, I probably don't swear too much. I think I have sworn once actually, though. It was a slight mistake. That was, it might have been a year ago now, but anyway. On this YouTube channel, I mean, I swear fairly often all the time otherwise, but you haven't caught me doing that yet. But yeah, I think my opponent is AFK, which yeah is, look, disappointing, but it does happen occasionally. At least in this case though, I think I'm gonna probably win anyway. Yeah, I suppose my opponent could, if they had in hand just a chump blocker, could survive another turn, which yeah, Wanted Griffin would be a threat, but yeah, he's gone now. So yeah, he would be a threat if he had some sort of chump blocker. But anyway, thanks for watching that one, and if you're still listening, thanks for listening this entire time. And yeah, sorry about my lack of anything to talk about there for a moment. Yeah, see you next time.